Hi guys, and welcome to another episode on the I Am Personal Training YouTube channel. Today we're looking at a max effort lower body day where we're going to be working up to a 3 rep max on a 15-inch deadlift. So whenever I do my deadlift work, I always like to do some speed squats beforehand, because squatting before my deadlifts will give me a better representation of what is going to happen in a competition. So as you can see here, I'm just getting myself nicely set up under this bar. So I've been running a circle max for my speed squats recently, which means that you keep a relatively light bar weight, somewhere between 47 and 53% of your 1 rep max, maybe pushing it a little bit heavier if you're less advanced. And then you increase the band tension, over a 9-week period. So I started off with a doubled red band, then a double green band, and then a double green band with a single red band. We didn't quite get the choking right on this one. As you can see, the red band loses its tension at the bottom, but it's still adding at the top, so still getting a nice benefit out of that. So the speed squats felt really nice. That was the end of the circle max wave, so I'm going to go back to some more standard speed squats. So here we are, we've worked up to 200 kilos, we're doing this for free. Did this without my belt on, just didn't feel like I needed it. And I feel like if I can do some fairly heavy weights without my belt on, it also helps me brace better when I do have my belt off and I'm lifting heavier weights, as you'll see later on. So they felt quite nice. I could definitely feel like I would get a benefit from putting my belt on as I did for these. So this is 220 kilos and this felt really nice and quite easy, to be honest with you. So this was my previous 3 rep max lifting from this height, and it felt really nice and easy. We then come on to 230, so this will be a 10 kilo PB. So I'm just getting myself nice and set, as you can see here. Coming down, making sure I get the whip out of the bar and setting my hands. As you can see, we're coming up. First rep felt really easy on this 230. Just get myself set again. So with this bar I'm using, it's a Strength Shop deadlift bar. And it's a really nice bar, but I do find sometimes that it absolutely wrecks my hands. So as you can see here, I'm just making sure that I've got a good grip of the bar, as I don't want that to be the thing that stops me from getting the rep. So we're just getting ourselves nice and set here for the 3rd rep. So as you can see, we're going to start pulling the whip out of the bar. Yeah, now that's nice and locked in. And we're going to pull, and we're going to drive our hips through and get our head back, and there you can see we're locking it out. So I was very happy with that 10 kilo PB. You can see me there shaking the hand because of how the bar has hurt them. We then come on to some snatch grips deadlifts. So these are a really good exercise to train your anterior train, so your hamstrings, your glutes, lower back. With these, I would recommend using straps because it does feel really weird holding onto the bar, as you're going to put your hands out basically as far as you could, as if you were about to do a snatch. A really good variation if you're looking for a new way to train your glutes and your hamstrings. So doing 140 here, we did 3 sets of 8, which felt really good. And like I say, I've really felt a benefit from doing these, but they do feel very strange while you're doing them. We then come on to some cheat rows. We're doing 120 kilos. Now I know some people really don't like cheat rows, but I feel like I get a lot of benefit out of them, a lot of back strength, because of the dynamic nature of the movement. As you can see, when we come on to the next exercise, I quite like putting dynamic stuff in to build that strength. But yeah, really happy with these, feeling really nice. We already did 2 sets of these. As the weight's starting to get really heavy now on my training, I like to drop a bit of volume on my accessory works. Here we are coming on to power shrugs. So here we're coming up onto our toes as if we were going to do a clean. We were on 185 kilos, I believe. And we were just feeling really good. I felt like these also have a really good benefit. We then go into some reverse grip lat pull downs. As you can see, really narrow grip, trying to get these as heavy as possible, again just so you can lock those lats in while you're deadlifting, and it really helps you get that to bounce off the floor. And here we are just doing a bit of core work. So for core work we finished with side bends, and we also did some cable crunches as well, which I didn't film. But that was it for the session, guys. Really good session, 10 kilo PB. On my 15-inch deadlift, which I was really happy with, and everything else was just feeling really nice. I'm really hoping that I can pull a 260 at the end of this block. It's definitely feeling like everything's going in the right direction. So I hope you did enjoy. If you'd like to message me, do so with the link in the description below, and do the same if you'd like to book any sessions. So thank you guys, see you in the next video.